Not all men's jeans fit the same, so I want to give you some tips on how to find the perfect baggy jeans from the men's section. The fit I always try to look for is the 550 Relaxed Fit Levi's jeans. These are super easy to find at Goodwill and other thrift stores, and they are so comfy and they're just my favorite fit. If I'm unfamiliar with the fit, I just try to find some jeans that have a ton of room in the butt and the legs. The most important thing to look out for is that when you pull it up, if you want them to be high-waisted, it doesn't create a diaper. A ton of men's jeans do this. So to make them fit your waist, all you gotta do is put them on inside out and then pin them where they fit you. Make a line going down about 10 inches to that point to the edge of the jean, and then just sew all the way down. You may have to take off the belt loops and reattach them if they're in the way. So this is a men's 560 fit, and I love how these turned out as well.
Alright, I am so sorry this took so long, but here's me finally coming through with the video showing you guys how I made my lightning pants. A bunch of people were asking about them, so I thought I'd make a video on it showing you guys how I did it, so I'm just going to do the same thing on the back side. First, I lined the pants with some plastic bags to make sure it wouldn't bleed through, and I mixed my bleach with a little bit of water just because I didn't want it to be super stark white. Also, don't use a paintbrush that you really like because your paintbrush will start to disintegrate once you dip it in the bleach, and I did not know that. But just freehand some squiggles on it, and I put it out in the sun. So after about 30 minutes, it should look something like this. And it's kind of ugly, I know, but just trust the process. Trust me. You're gonna mix some fabric medium with some acrylic paint, and it's waterproof, it's washproof. So just paint some more squiggles on top of the squiggles you already painted, and then yeah, that's it. That's the whole tutorial. I hope this helped, and also thank you so much for 30,000 followers. I have no idea how that happened, but I appreciate every single one of you.
Lots of people were asking for a tutorial, so here's how I made it. You're gonna need an old sheet, so I used this white one. My dog Zero really wanted to help. Then you're gonna need to take your measurements. I put my own measurements in quotations just so you guys can compare. If you're basically a size small, that's what I am, so adjust it accordingly. For this skirt, we're gonna need 3 rectangles, and you're gonna use your waist size times 1.5. To figure out how big that is. I used my measurements, and you guys can see here, this is what I used. Then for the width of the rectangles, but the length of the skirt, you're gonna wanna use the length that you want it to be. So mine was 36, and then these were the measurements that I used for each tier. Don't forget to add some inches for your waistband, hem, and seam allowance. When all 3 rectangles were cut out, I zigzag stitched all around the edges just to prevent fraying, then I gathered them. This is all I could fit into 1 minute, but I really hope it makes sense.
Fuck you, Quinn.
I'm gonna show you how I made that dress. So I went to the thrift store and I found like a super oversized men's like button-up t-shirt. So this is just a black one. And then I used a dress that I already really like the silhouette of, and I'm just gonna cut up along the sleeves, and then we're gonna save the sleeves for later. Then I just flipped it inside out, and I made sure that the bottom hemlines match up and that it's super flat. So I just laid my dress down and I matched the shoulders up to the top, and then I'm literally just gonna pin up the side right along the dress. So I have it all pinned up, but I only pinned it to like the armpit of the dress that I'm using. Now I'm just gonna sew up the sides. Now that it's all sewed up the sides, I'm just gonna cut off the excess on the outside. Now the sleeve I'm going to cut across here so that it's a little bit smaller, and then up here as well, and then attach it. And you're going to want to pin the sleeves right sides together like this. And then you're all done. Hope that helped.
People wanted me to make the tutorial on how I made this shirt, so here it is. You can just use any shirt. I made another one out of this t-shirt. You're just going to cut out a tube top and then turn it inside out, mark the width of your waist, and sew along those lines. You're just going to cut off your excess fabric. And I forgot to film this part, but basically you just scrunch the fabric in the middle of your tube top and sew a straight line down it so it looks like this. And then hem the bottom of the tube top. I gave it a lettuce edge hem, but I didn't have time to include it in the video, so. And then to make the sleeves, I just used the fabric of the shirt, so I cut it into a big square and then cut it in half again to make each sleeve. And then I cut this round edge for both of them, so the edge of the sleeves kind of flare out. And then I just hemmed the straight edge of the sleeve. So finally, you should have all the pieces of your shirt. The last step is to sew the straps onto the tube top, so just align them where you want them and then sew them on. And now you have this shirt that probably cost you like $25 at Brandy Melville that you just made. So yeah, barbs for Brandy, bye!
Hoje eu vim mostrar pra vocês o processo de um coração de vaquinha que eu fiz. Foi bem gostosinho de fazer ele porque não deu tanto trabalho, o resultado me agradou bastante. E eu tô usando muito ele pra colocar meus clipes e não ficar tudo espalhado na minha escrivaninha. Pra quem quiser reproduzir em casa, eu só cortei o molde de coração que eu mesma fiz, colei a cobrinha em volta e pintei. Lembrando que antes de pintar tem que esperar secar pra não rachar a tinta. Me contem o que vocês acharam.
How to turn this into this. I'll try and explain best I can. Put one strap inside and pull it through the bottom. Take both straps and cross them. Put arms in. This can get kind of confusing. Put it on and put your head inside the hole in the middle. Trust the process. Time's running out. So cute, right?
Parte 2 de cómo hacer el top más chulo que vais a tener este verano. Voy a empezar uniendo todas las piezas que teníamos cortadas por el lado. Una vez que las tengo cosidas me queda el top así y lo que voy a hacer es con los centímetros que tengo de sobra voy a hacer el canal para las varillas. Las mías son de medio centímetro, aquí compruebo que entren perfectas y lo que estoy haciendo ahora es doblar y coser todo el borde del top. Con restos voy a hacer los aritos para hacer el lazo de la espalda, abro un huequito, meto mis varillas, aquí coso las tirantas, cierro el huequito de las varillas y ya tenemos nuestro top hecho. ¡Yay!